Hello guys, welcome back to Beyond the Realms, and today I am going to be reviewing an upcoming release from Sony Pictures entitled Olympus Has Fallen. This film officially comes out on DVD and Blu-ray on August the 13th. I did get in a DVD screener copy. I'm not far enough up on the food chain yet to get Blu-ray copies, but that is more than okay. I'm very pleased to have this, and I want to say thanks to Sony for sending this to me. This is a film that kind of flew under the radar when it came out earlier this year. It was a modest success, but not a huge success. And it has an amazing cast in, as you can see here. Gerard Butler, Aaron Eckhart, Morgan Freeman, and Dylan McDermott is in this. Angela Bassett, Melissa Leo, Rhoda Mitchell. I mean, it's got an all-star cast, and also Cole Hauser, which I always remember from Higher Learning. But basically, this is telling the story of the White House being overtaken by Northern Korean terrorists. Is it Northern Korea? Yes. They had the South Korean president there visiting, and during this time, there is a big, huge takeover that has, it's on the ground and in the air both, and they quickly just overtake the White House, and the president is there in a bunker, and he is being held hostage. And all along, Gerard Butler, which plays Michael Banning, he used to be like the head of the presidential detail, and there is a horrible accident that happens that involves the president, which is played by Aaron Eckhart. He is President Benjamin Astor. Well, there's a horrible accident involving the president and his and the First Lady. And after this accident, Mike Banning is demoted, and he works for the Treasury. But when all this stuff starts going down, Mike Banning decides to jump into action and do all he can to try to bring, the president, try to get the president away from the hostage situation and reclaim the White House. This movie has a lot of very harrowing imagery. There's several shots of Washington monuments and very well-known places. I won't mention them by name, just so you won't know specifics, but there are specific monuments that get blown up and taken down in Washington, and it brings to mind stuff like 9/11 and the Boston bombings. And stuff like that. I mean, there's a very real side to some of this as you're seeing some of this stuff happen. The overall plot is just completely ridiculously over the top. But, I don't mind stuff like that. I don't mind a film that, you have to take a complete suspension of disbelief to get into like this, like an action thriller type film. To me, I had fun with it, I mean, it's far from a perfect film, but it's a fun film, and I really like the cast. Morgan Freeman plays the, what exactly is his title in this? He's the Speaker of the House, Trumbull, and he actually becomes the acting president during this situation because of, the current president being under siege, and then, the vice president also, is involved with the hostage takeover. So, Morgan Freeman's, it's Morgan Freeman. Come on, he's going to be good. I liked him in it, and Aaron Eckhart. I've always liked that guy. I mean, I think his standout role, was definitely Harvey Dent in The Dark Knight, and he's basically playing that same type of character. He's a very intense actor. And he shows all of that in this role. He has very intense facial expressions, and he's just a very intense guy. But he plays the role well. And I've always been a fan of Gerard Butler. I've always thought that he had all of the markings of a big action star. I just don't think he's taken some of the best roles over his career to really push that element. Now, a film like this is what I think he really strives and does best at. He's a badass in this, but he's not just a badass. I mean, he's very smart. He knows what he's doing, and he's got to protect the president's son, and there's just several aspects to the character that I like, and he really feels bad about what happened, and he's trying to not only first and foremost save the president and the White House, but also kind of redeem himself in the meantime. And Gerard Butler does very good at that. There's a lot of great special effects. Like I said, it's way over the top, but there's a lot of really good special effects in this. Like I said, with the monuments, there's a part with the White House actually getting blown to smithereens. Kind of reminded me of something like Independence Day or something like that. Even though this isn't aliens. But this is this brings to mind a film like Air Force One for sure. But it's a good action thriller. I guess if you're in the market to watch something that's going to be entertaining, it's going to have a lot of gunshots, a lot of explosions, a lot of military action. This is definitely one to check out. It's right at 2 hours long. I really enjoyed it, even though, despite it, it is kind of like a predictable story. I mean, you can pretty much see how things are going to play out. It's not hard to really see how things are going to go right at the beginning of the film, but, for me, I was still entertained by it. I still liked it. Like I said, this film comes out officially on August the 13th. I have this little press release here from Sony. It's coming out Blu-ray combo pack DVD with the digital ultraviolet code. The Blu-ray exclusives include 5 behind-the-scenes featurettes and a blooper reel. And I don't believe this DVD copy has any extras on it whatsoever. I don't believe it does. I think it's bare bones. But that's fine. I really appreciate it, and I'm really glad to get to see this film. I would give this film a 7 out of 10. Yeah, I mean, check it out, guys. It's going to be out really soon. And that's pretty much it. That is Olympus Has Fallen. And I hope you guys are doing well. I'm Jason. This is Beyond the Realms. Have a good one, guys. Take care.